Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ with Vaheguru Ji's kirpa we have get together as a sangat so that we can sing praises of Vaheguru and we can learn from Gurbani Guru. The most important aspect of Gursikhi, of a spiritual life, especially from Gurmat perspective, is to be humble. Sometimes we try to be humble, but inside we are not humble. But only way to get humble is to do ardas benti and do lots and lots of simran. And inside feel and behave in a way that we are not doing the simran. Vaheguru Ji is doing this kirpa. Because everything is a grace, everything is a blessing. We can't even take a breath on our own. Breathing is also an involuntary action. But living in this world, to be humble, it's difficult. But Gurmukhs, in their practical life, in their real life, they are very humble. That's a nishani. That's a sign of a Gurmukh. But Maharaj is giving an example of a Manmukh here. Manmukh. Now, whenever we are talking about Manmukhs, don't think about any specific person. Think about how we behave in our daily life. Are there instances when we are Manmukh or we are behaving like a Manmukh? And we will find a lot of instances. हम किया हम करेंगे कहते मूर्ख जिहड़े है ना the manmukhs they say हम किया I did it हम करेंगे I will do that but Maharaj says they are मूर्ख गवार as if they are saying हम मूर्ख गवार कहते मैं मूर्ख I am a fool because who is doing it? That's why always take oat asra of Vaheguru. Always take a support of Vaheguru. And with Vaheguruji's grace, with Vaheguruji's blessing, everything is happening. I am nothing. Kabirji actually has given us an example. Kabirji says, Kabir, na hum kiya, na karenge, na kar sake sharir. Kabir, na hum kiya, na karenge, na kar sake sharir. Kya jano kich har kiya, payo Kabir, Kabir. Kande sara kuch unne kita. And he is calling me Kabir, Kabir. See, this is a nishani of a Gurmukh. On one side, Guru Sahib is giving us an example of a Murak, of a Manmukh. Hum kiya, hum karenge. I did it. I will do that. I have done that. Hum Murak Gawar. As if he's saying, I am a fool. Now we have to self-introspect in what situations, and we will find so many situations in our life that we say, I did it, so that nobody else can take a credit. Isn't this reverse? Spiritual life is a reverse of a physical world. In physical world, you want to show everybody, I did it. In an office kind of a setting, or in any kind of a setting, you want to prove you are better than others. But in spiritual life, Kabir, na hum kiya, na karenge, na kar sake sharir. Now remember a Gurmukh, very, very close friend of mine. He's no longer in this world. Probably you guys know him. I normally don't take names of the Gurmukhs. He's no longer in the world, but Jarnail Singh, journalist, if you guys have heard about him, he was a very close friend of mine. He always used to say that. He wrote books on 1984 and everything, but he never used to take credit of anything. He used to tell me, whenever he used to come to US, he used to stay with me and he used to tell me, Raman, no, I am nothing. And his Amrit Vela was pakka. He has to read, he has to do Saj part all the time. It was amazing soul. He's no longer with us, but there are many Gurmukhs like him who believe that. And that starts with this kind of a thought process. We need to believe in this. We need to experience this, because when we will start living like this, that I don't do anything, it's all Vaheguruji, good or bad, both. It's all Vaheguruji. It's everything is in the hukam of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. What will happen? Slowly and slowly, the ego which we have, the sukham ego, the subtle ego, it will shed down. It will come down slowly and slowly. But we have to give credit to all credit to Vaheguruji, because we are nothing. And the last line of that Shabad, Kabir, na hum kiya, na karenge, na kar sake sharir, kya janu kich har kiya, payo Kabir, Kabir. Kanda Kabir ji kande manu Vaheguruji bulai jande. Vaheguruji is calling me, Kabir, Kabir. I don't know, but everything he is doing it. He is making me do that. And that's a stage. You will also hear, maybe few of you have already experienced. When you go in Saj, sometimes you will directly get a call from Vaheguru Sache Pasha. He will call you by the first name. And then you will think, am I at that level? I'm so mela, I'm so filthy. I'm so filthy, still Vaheguruji is calling me. Every step in the direction of Vaheguruji will make your mind pure and pure. Otherwise, what will happen? Hum kiya, hum karenge, hum मूरख गवार, करने वाला विसरिया, दूजे पाए प्यार. Because only whenever we say, I did this, I will do this, we forget Vaheguru at that point of time. We forget that we don't even have an ability to take a single breath. ਆਪਾਂ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਵਾਸ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ. ਕਰਨੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਵਿਸਰ ਗਿਆ, forgotten Vaheguru. ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਏ ਪਿਆਰ, duality, love for duality, love for Maya. Live, tat, do raste, right? But if we are not walking on the path of live, When we are walking on the path of Tatham, path of Maya, it's always duality. We'll be always confused. Should I do this? Should I do that? Whether this should happen, that should not happen. Because everything is calculation in this physical world. If I will do this, I will earn this much. If I'll do this, I will do this thing. I'll be famous. Karne wala visrya, duje paye pyar. Maya jevad dukh nahi. Maya jevad dukh nahi. Sab pav thake sansar. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਾਇਆ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਦੁੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ. Maya is the greatest of all in the terms of pain. बहुत दुख है. Anything we ask for happiness, but in return we get a dukh. You can look into your life from this beginning, from the childhood. We start asking for, I want this toy, I want this thing, and it ends up in a dukh. Right? Sometimes parents buy their kids different things, and then that thing is responsible for any hurt or any wound they get. ਵੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਸਾਈਕਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਬੱਚਾ ਸਾਈਕਲ ਤੋਂ ਡਿੱਗ ਪਿਆ, ਫਿਰ ਮਨ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਈਕਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ? Why did I buy him the cycle? Now, I'm not saying we should not buy things for our kids. What I'm saying is, do everything in asha of, in hope of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. Do as it is. Don't think too much. Only do those things which you can afford. Obviously, life has to go on. You have to buy the toys and other things for your kids. But do it in a way that you don't get tired about it. You don't get into pain about it. You know, sometimes we buy things and we don't have a capacity to buy the things. We cannot afford it. Affordability is not there, but we still do it. And it will end up in a problem. You know, simple life, humble life, humility. नहीं तो दुख ही मिलने. महाराज कहते ना, विन तुद होर जे मंगना, सिर दुखा के दुख, दे नाम संतोखिया उतरे मन की भूख. Anything other than naam, if we'll ask from Vaheguru, it will end up in a dukh. Because Maya is all about dukh. Maya is all about pain. Maya jevad dukh nahi, sab pav thake sansar. Why? Somebody has, let's say, $5,000 of a salary. What will be in their mind? Oh, my salary should be $6,000. My salary should be $7,000. That is wandering. Your mind will wander. You will never be satisfied. I still remember when I used to earn 2,000 rupees as my first job, and I was happy with that also. Right? But desires, trishna, jinu kehte, vasna, the desires will always and always be more. I want more. That's why Maharaj saying, sab pav thake sansar. Kehte thak janda. Trishna nahi khatam hundi. Man, human gets tired, but the trishna is still there. Trishna buje har ke naam. Only one way to kill this trishna, only one way to kill this desire is now. Gurmati sukh paiye, sach naam urtar. And there is only one way to be happy, through Gurmat. Through Guru's mat, through the wisdom of Guru, through Naam. What is Gurmat? Naam. What is Sukh? Naam. There is nothing else. Other than Naam, there is no Sukh. Gurmukti Sukh paiye, Sach Naam Urtar. Sache da Naam. Vaheguru Ji's Naam. Urtar. That it should come in our heart, come in our mind all the time. E man mereya tu sada ro har naal. Har naal raho tu man mere, dukh sab visar. ਜਦੋਂ ਨਾਮ ਆਏਗਾ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਵਿੱਚ, ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਨਾਮ ਆਏਗਾ, ਦੁੱਖ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ. All the pains will depart. ਗੁਰਮਤੀ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਈਐ, ਸੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਉਰਤਾਰ. ਜਿਸਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਸੋ ਮਿਲੈ, ਹਉ ਤਿਸ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੇ ਜਾਉ. If he wants to meet someone, if he wants somebody should merge, then only we will merge. Again, Kabir, na hum kiya, na karenge, na kar sake sharir. We cannot do anything. Only if Vaheguru Ji wants it. Jisnu mile so mile, hoon tis balihare jam. Kende jinu mil penda na, I'm sacrificed to that person. Odi toor de. Gursikhan ki har toor de. Hum papi bhi gat paye. Toodi of the Sangat. Always remain humble in Sangat. Because Sangat is the one who can help us crossing this ocean of fire. We cannot cross this ocean of fire. This Tamogun is very, very strong. These 5 doots, 5 thieves are very, very powerful. Mahabali. E man bhagti ratya, sach bani nij thao. When this mind will start doing the bhakti, when this mind will start listening to the Sahaj, the voice of Vaheguru, ratya jayega. Only and only listen to the Shabad. Only and only say Vah Guru. Onu kande ratya. That is the connection. Then we have a connection. When 24/7 we are remembering Vaheguru. We are listening to the Sahaj. Onu kande bhakti. That is the bhakti. E man bhakti ratya sach bani. Sach di bani. We've discussed this before also. Sachi Bani. In this world, Sachi Bani is Gurbani. Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. But when we leave this Trigun Maya, on the Chotha Pad, on the 4th state, it is Anhad Bani as a Sachi Bani. And Anhad Bani doesn't have any shape or a form. Kagad kalamana likhan har, manne ka bhai karan vichar, aisa naam niranjan hoye, jeko man jane man koe. E man bhakti ratya, sach bani nij thao. This is a jugti. Everything, every line of Gurbani is a technique. Maharaj is teaching us. How can you meet Sach? How can you reach to Vaheguru? Sach Bani Nij Thao. Listen to the Sachi Bani. It's like a ship. Padde bhi hai na si. Gur Sikhs have made this dora. Vaheguru naam जहाज है जो चढ़े सो उतरे पार. When we have to go from, let's say, San Francisco to Amritsar, what we do? Now there is only one stop. There is a flight of Air India from where? San Francisco to Delhi. And you can go from Delhi to Amritsar. So just imagine, from San Francisco, Delhi, that ship, that jahaz is Vaheguru Gur Mantar. So Vaheguru Gur Mantar in spiritual life, when you do Vah Guru, when you kill your thoughts, what happened? You go in Sun. That's your first destination. When you go to Sun with Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa, you listen to Sahaj Tun. That is a second flight. That Sahaj Tun will take you to Sahaj Kar, Nij Kar, Nij Thao. Sach Bani Nij Thao. That's your real house. This world is temporary. E man bhagti ratya. Bhagti de naal hona. E man bhagti ratya. Sach Bani Nij Thao. Man rate jeva rati har gun sache gao. Some people say, oh, you don't have to sing the praises from the tongue when you reach to a certain state. No, Maharaj says all the time. Man rate jeva rati. Jeva is in tongue. Jeva rati. All the time you are saying, Vah Guru, till the last breath. Vah Guru, Vah Guru. Har gun sache gao. All the time sing the praises of Vaheguru. Don't let people to praise you. ਹੋਰ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੇਸ, ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਸ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਰਵਾਣੀ. Neither we have to praise a human, nor we have to let anybody praise us also. Because we are nothing. This physical body is going to perish one day. We are not this physical body. We live in this body. Man rate jeva rati. Man de dwara bhi antargat simran. Wah Guru, wah Guru. Listening to the Shabad. Jeva rati. From the tongue also. Wah Guru, wah Guru. Har gun sachega all the time. Kirtan karo, kirtan suno, bani pado, bani suno. All the time make your mind busy. Always. That is the only way to fall in love. That is the only way to go away from Panchduts, to go away from five thieves. When we will jump, whenever we will jump, then what will happen? Jumps cannot also come close to us. If it is a last moment, I was listening to somebody's experience online, and that lady was saying that her dad never used to say Vaheguru, but they convinced him on last few days when he was in a hospital or in the room. They convinced him to say Vah Guru, and when he started doing Vah Guru, first he was in pain, and when he started doing Vah Guru, he had smile on his face. He has smile on his face, and he said something also as if, and there are many people who have seen jamdoots at the last moment. At the last moment, when the last time is there, when the death is very close, when the call is very close, people have seen the jamdoots live. And that's what that lady was saying, that as if his husband, as if his dad was seeing the jamdoots. But when he started doing Vah Guru, he said, oh chale gaye, oh chale gaye, oh bhaj gaye. Because they cannot come close. Even if you're not listening to the Sahajtun. If you're listening to the Sahajtun, they definitely cannot come close. They will even be go far away. Naam sunat jam duron bhage. And they go away. They will run away very, very fast. These jamduts, they will run away very, very fast. They can't even be there for it because hukam is not there. Vaheguruji's hukam is not there. They cannot come close. If they will come close, they can be perished. Jamdut is also a June. That is also a June. That's also one of the reincarnation out of the 84 lakh June. But the hukam is if there is Vaheguru. So that's why, when you are in the deathbed or something, what happens is sometimes you can't do it from the Jeva. But you can still use your Jeva to do Antargat Simran through the mind. That's why for the newcomers and all, whenever we do the Simran, Antargat Simran, focus on the tongue. That will activate your mind's tongue very fast. And maybe even inside your physical tongue is moving, but the sound is not coming out. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Idea is that you are remembering Vaheguru with all your senses. Your senses are busy in doing Simran, in remembering Vaheguru. Because if senses are somewhere else, Panchdoot works through senses, through Indriyan. Panch chor Indriyan de through kam karte. We know five senses, everybody, right? Any kid who wants to tell me what are the five senses? ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ ਜੀ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਮਾਈਕ ਫੜਾਓ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜ ਇੰਦਰੀਆਂ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ five senses ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਦੱਸੋ ਪੁੱਤ
taste, smell, hear, touch,
and sight.
And sight, yeah.
Perfect. So that's the way. This is the way how five doots control us. These five senses. These five senses are very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous, because this is how they are used to control our mind totally, they'll make our mind slave through these senses. Some people, sometimes I'll get a call from some gurmukhs. They'll say, oh, whenever they do Simran, they enjoy a lot, but after that they feel very hungry. Because now these 5 doots will find a way to distract your mind. They know that you cannot be controlled by Kam, Krodh, Lo, Moh, Hankar, or find any reason. Oh, we'll say, oh, that's natural. Right? I'm not saying stop eating. What I'm saying is keep a look on that. Dhyan rakho. Focus on that. What is happening inside you? How the mind is getting controlled. 5 doots will control your mind through senses. मान रते, ऐसे पीछे महाराज कहते, मान रते जेवा रति हर गुण सचेगा. And then these doots cannot control us. नानक नाम ना विसरै सच्चे माहे समा. कहते अगर ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਵਿਸਰੇਗਾ, that naam, the voice of Vaheguru, that Sahaj Dhun, that Naad, that Prakash. If you're seeing Prakash all the time, if you're listening to the voice of Vaheguru all the time, Nanak naam na visare, bhulle nahi tusi, sache mahe small, then you will merge in Vaheguru. Then we will merge in Vaheguru. That's the technique. But merging in Vaheguru ji is very, very high state. Very, very high state. We have to all work for that. We have to come in Sangat. We have to do Simran with the Sangat. Then only we can reach that state. Nanak naam na visare sache mahe small. Right. If there is a question, you can ask right now. Otherwise, आओ जी अपना सारे सिमरन करिए. आओ जी सिमरन करिए. We have to say Wah, listen, Guru, listen. Wah, tummy in, Guru, tummy out. आओ जी शुरू करो. Wah, Guru, 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 Va, 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 Guru, Vahguru, 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 Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Guru Vaheguru 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 Vaheguru. Antargati. Mind should chant, mind should listen. Focus on your tongue. ਮਾਨੀ ਜਪੇ ਮਾਨੀ ਸੁਣੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਜੀਭਾ ਤੇ ਰੱਖ ਲਓ ਟੋਟਲੀ ਰਿਲੈਕਸ ਯੋਰ ਬੋਡੀ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਢਿੱਲਾ ਛੱਡ ਦਿਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਭਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਵਿਖੈ ਵਿਖ ਖਾਈ ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਫੂਲੈ ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ